there, travelers, and welcome to my channel. I'm Shifty Nivy, and if you enjoy cozy, goofy gaming content, grab your snacky snacks and snuggle in. And if you want to keep up to date with all my shenanigans, remember to do all the fun things, the likes, the follows, the subscribes, all that good jazz, to appease the algorithm archon and keep me in your feed. So, last we left off in Inazuma, we have overthrown the government. Yay! Party time! Everything should be hunky-dory, right? Wrong. We still have a lot of war-ravaged areas that need our assistance. So, today we're going to hop into some of the Inazuman side quests that have big impacts on the environment in the country, that leave a lasting impact that you will see later on as you develop the area in game. Inazuma is one of the first areas that we came to in Genshin Impact that had some kind of a profound environmental change associated with some of the side quests. So we're going to dig into those today and, you know, get to know our citizens of Inazuma better now that the Vision Hunt decree has been revoked. So, let's get into it. Good morning, Wobble.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them.
How's everybody doing this morning? Ooh, she's got a Foxy Fox mask. That's so cute. I love it. I think I have one of those. Excuse me, busy traveler, but I have a favor to ask. Oh no, it's going to be a quest without dialogue. Please look at the sly kitsune statue that's over there. Okay. There's a ward within it that they say can only be removed by someone who has the courage, values friendship, and is favored by the might of Electro. Are we going to have to go resonate again? I got a feeling we're going to have to resonate again. Okay, use the power of Electro on the Sky Kitsune statue. Yep, we're going to have to go resonate with Electro. That's okay. We'll probably need it for some of the puzzles coming up. Here we go. Oh, we're on the wrong character. Of course. I was about to say, what's a Cody? No, I figured you probably meant coffee. I've got mine right here. I went warm today. Finally found some decent dairy-free creamer. So for once I have something other than vanilla. And I'm excited about that. It's a small victory for the lactose intolerant. Let's see. Yeah. Alright, now let's use Electro on the statue. Ooh, it lit up and got all stripey. That's awesome sauce. And award. Cool beans. We were awarded a award. I was right. You are the destined one. We hear that a lot. With your skills and experience, this shouldn't be a problem. Excuse my rudeness. My name is... oh no. Hanachiru Sato? Hanachiru Sato? I think I got that right. I might be wrong, and if so, I apologize. Do Shrine Maidens usually wear masks? They don't over by Yai's. You know, she's wearing the same outfit as Yai Miko's Shrine Maidens, but I don't see a lot of them wearing masks. I have a reason for that. The village in front of you is named Konda Village. There's a barrier within it that needs to be lifted. The barrier is hidden behind a certain secret. I'd like to entrust you with a little investigation. And with lifting the barrier. Investigation? Yes, it might take some time and trouble, but I'm sure that you will reveal the truth in the end. Okay. We're good at lifting wards. That's what we did yesterday with Zhongli. Well, that sounds like a lot of work. Will there be payment? Of course. To those who seek shall just reward be given, in proportion to the wisdom of their work. That's what she used to say. No, there's no need to worry. She? Question mark? I shall be counting on you for this investigation, Destined One. Okay. What exactly are we investigating, though? She didn't even tell us what to look for. To the village. Surely it'll be obvious, right? Right? Maybe? This should be Konda Village. Secrets. Yes. Paimon smells something suspicious. Paimon's nose is better than a dog's. Well done, Paimon. Good, Paimon. How rude! Paimon was just saying the obvious. Really? It might look very peaceful here, but Paimon's sure that there's gotta be something dark going on. Are you sure about that? There's gotta be some secrets here. Miss Masked Maiden said so. Anyway, let's talk to the locals first. Maybe we can find something out. Like a dark secret? That's right! I think Paimon's just suspicious of everybody, unless they're giving her food or Mora. Paimon, the classic gold digger. That is her trope. Aren't you Yoimiya's friend? Come on in. How's Keisuke doing? He came home once. He told us that he had finally resolved his differences with Sakajiro. As for how it resolved and where Sakajiro went, he didn't tell me. Yes, everybody secretly has an inner Paimon. I believe this. I believe everybody has a little Paimon in their head. But as long as the matter is settled, I'm fine with it. My wife and I are happy for him. Many lost things can be retrieved, but you can only have so many childhood friends. There's no getting them back once you've lost them. I think I did pretty good with my little elderly person voice. I'm proud of that. Alright, so we talked to him. He didn't have anything. Let's see. There's a kid over here. Maybe the kids know something. Hey, strange big bro, what's up? Have you encountered anything strange lately? At least we're getting the right dialogue now. Strange? I don't get it. What kinds of things would you consider strange? Like something that's hard to explain, anything out of the ordinary? I know. Did something just come to mind? There's a weirdly dressed outlander and a floating white thing talking to me. I guess this is indeed very strange. We are strange. We are the strange thing. I know, right? Hey, you two. Okay, I'll be serious. One night, it suddenly started raining very heavy, and then I heard a strange sound outside the house that accompanied the sound of the rain. What kind of a strange sound? Yes, it was like an intermittent clacking sound. The next day, I went to check it out, and I saw some floating bags in the village gully. I left them alone because I didn't know who put them there. They might have been washed away by now, but you can go check in the gully. All right. Other than that, I can't think of anything. You can go check with my dad. He knows a lot. Okay, who's your dad? Konda Densuke? The chief. Okay. We will ask the chief. Wait, that old man's your dad? Actually, I was adopted. He adopted me, so now I'm his daughter. Oh, you can also ask my nephew, Takeru? Wait a second, nephew? I see, so he's the village chief's grandson. That's right, Takeru likes high places, so maybe he's seen something from there. This family's pretty complicated. Most are. I see, thank you. Glad I could help. Why isn't Takeru here yet? We were supposed to hang out today. Did he go on the roof again? Okay, she gave us a lot of information. We've got bags in the gully, we've got the village chief, and then we've got the kid that's on the roof over there, I'm assuming. It's telling us to go talk to the elder first, so we'll do that first. Hello, Densuke. What can I do for you, youngster? You are... My name is Konda Densuke. I am the village chief. From the way you're dressed, you must be outlanders, right? It's been a long time since an outlander came to the village. How can I help you? Need a place to rest your feet? Or are you needing help finding your way up the mountain? Neither? Let's say, okay, I'm looking for a place to rest. We'll go with that one. No, we're here to ask about the secret of Konda Village. Oh boy. Secret? Konda Village doesn't have any secrets. Although the economy isn't good these days and all the taxes should be paid to the police, stations are played pretty regularly regardless. There are only a few families in our village, all with a long history, and we know each other's roots. How could we have any secrets? Calm down a little bit. Calm down. We're not here to ruffle anybody's feathers. Konda Village is simple and peaceful. There's no secrets here. If you're looking for secrets, why don't you just go to the Grand Narukami Shrine and learn the secrets of deciphering fortune slips? Or how about going to Chinchu Forest and see if you can hear the Tanuki Baishi? Whew, sorry, I might have overreacted. Konda Village is a peaceful place, youngster. Are you sure you don't have the wrong village? Yes, Paimon is so chibi. We must be very threatening with our fairy friend. But if you don't believe me, you can look around yourself. I, Konda Densuke, will not stand in your way. Lavender melons! Yay! Okay, so let's go talk to this kid over here. And...
Into the wind.
Amazing! You climbed here so easy! Huh. Look at you, mister. You should be an outlander, right? It's been super long since I've seen an outlander. Well then... Speak. What can Konda Takeru do for you? Oh, outlander from afar. Good morning, Starshine! The world says hello! What an arrogant kid! Have you noticed anything strange lately? Shh, keep your voice down. I can tell you, but you've got to promise you won't get scared. During the thunderstorms, things get spooky around here. There's a strange, spooky ghost lady. Ooh. Tell me more. Huh. How can you be so calm after I told you something like that? When I told Grandpa Dasuke, he didn't believe me either. He said that I must be mistaken. Anything else unusual going on? Shells, you okay? 1 second. I gotta check on my pupper. Shelly, you good? Okay. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. You good, girl? You okay? Come here. You good? Okay. Go lay down. Good girl. Go on. Go on. Go lay down. Okay. Sorry about that. She's good. She's good. She was just having a nightmare, I guess. She started, like, making some really weird sounds. Yeah, spooky ghost ladies are totally our jam. I guess that would be the broken cart at the entrance of the village. I wonder who left it there. See? That's it over there. They're hilly trolls digging at it. Okay, so we got some hilly trolls to fight. Bags in the river. I think bags in the river are our next stop. Maybe? But I'm not seeing the bags in the river. Okay, we'll get the hilly trolls first.
The wind knows me.
Boom!
Forth, my blade.
Boom! And... boom. Oh, come on. Foiled by the shields. Let's see what's up with the cart. This must be the broken cart Takeru mentioned. But there's some tattered paper. Paimon doesn't see anything special here. Let's see. The contents of the piece of paper are a shogunate ledger of goods and payments. The goods are this book, blah, 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 participating in blah, 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 and a number of something, something volumes. It says volumes, which must be referring to something made of paper, right? Yeah, so probably like book sales? Book sales makes sense. Oh no! I'm so sorry. At least it's pre-warmed water. You could just put it back in, right? Let's see. Somewhere in the river here, we're gonna have a thing.
Ride on wind and cloud alike.
Right? That's what she said.
Time to go.
Ooh, an archery thingy. Okay, we're getting past the point of it being the river. But I'm going to do this real quick. Let me grab Kale. Kale is another free character that you get as you level up in the Abyss.
Kale, reporting.
She's like your first Dendro character that they give you for freebies. And she's awesome. And if you read the manga on Webtoon that I was talking about the other day, the Genshin Impact free manga, it's actually got a lot of Kale's backstory to it. She's one of the most wholesome characters in the game. She's an adorable little bean who deserves to be protected and sheltered and loved, and her dad's doing an amazing job of that. Boom. And boom. And this is the last one. Hey, am I gonna get it on the first try? Maybe. If I can just make the shot. Seriously? Ah, I did it! I did it! Yes! I'm so bad at archery.
Wow, this is so lucky.
That's why I could never main Ganyu.
Into the wind.
Sad panda. And up! Oh, I was just here for the lavender melons. I didn't think we were gonna get some slime too. Slime freebies!
A fateful offering.
Because we need those Primo gems. Because I think in 2 days we have Kokomi and the Wanderer dropping So, on this account, we'll probably switch gears to pull for Kokomi because she is an amazing healer. How am I still missing these bags? They were supposed to be in the river. Did I not go far enough? I assumed they'd be right here by the town, but maybe I need to go upstream more?
The wind knows me.
So like that.
How's this?
How's that? Take that, Hyper Bloom, and like it! Stir the soup.
Into the wind.
And
Lightning flash!
boom! Oh, I thought he was dead. He psyched me out. It happens! Let's see, those two are full and this one is not. So in theory, probably a... That one's got that one. That one's got one. That did not work the way I thought it would. Okay. Those two are 2. Okay. Got those 2 at 2. And... ta-da! We have a chest.
A reward on the road.
Yeah, they did a great job with the detail here. And I love the color scheme where it's like almost all cool colors, except for specific areas where they have red trees. But you've got like the nice greens with the blues, and then it goes up to the purple in a really pretty gradient. Inazuma aesthetically is one of my favorite areas. Let's see, maybe over here?
Take this! See no
Boom.
more!
And some Kale love.
Just like we rehearsed.
Let's get Barbara out here and
My blade!
stir the soup. I'm still not seeing any bags. So we're just going to follow the river all the way out at this point. Because I have to be missing something. Plus we're out of range. Wait a minute. Wasn't there a water feature in the river, in the village itself? Is that what she's calling the river? Like this over here? Is this considered the river? Because it seems like we're in range. Yeah, we're in range right now. So if this was to wash downstream, we would end up right about... Oh! We were right on top of it. This is where we did the shooty thing. I just didn't see the shiny. Let's see what's inside. Cargo bag fished out of the water. Ask locals for information. Alright, we'll talk to this fella.
Time to go.
Hello. Hello there. Would you like to take a stroll with me? Nothing about asking... Okay, let's ask his name. May I ask your name? No, may I ask your name? Huh, I'm just an ordinary elderly person. After retiring from the Tenryou Commission, I don't have much to do. I come out and walk around every day to listen to the birds and feed the cats and dogs, and to look at the view. I was always so busy when I was younger. I never knew that Inazuma had such beautiful cherry blossoms, or that the creeks were so clear and wonderful. We age, but the world remains. So all I want to do now is enjoy the rest of the life I have left. Won't you get tired of it if you look at it every day? This is the part that young people like you wouldn't understand. Although the scenery around here never changes, the people and the things related to it do. It's very interesting if you pay attention to those changes. I once met a young man wearing a maple red shirt who had the ability to read the weather. The clothes that I hung out to dry would have gotten wet if he hadn't told me about the rain. Oh my gosh. And if you think about it, if I wasn't out and about like this, I wouldn't have met an outstanding outlander like yourself. Am I right? Okay, now I'm going to show you why I got a giggle out of that. You see, this is Kazuha. He has red maple leaves on his shirt. And if we come in here to his character dialogue... Nope, that wasn't where I meant to go. Let me remember where that's at. Here we go. Details? Nope. Nope. Oh, come on. I know what I'm doing. I promise. Profile. Here we go. Voiceover. When it rains.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit. But it's best to dry your clothes as soon as possible after the rain stops.
So he said this to the gentleman here, and he just told us a story about it. It's awesome how they tie this stuff together. I never caught that before. Okay, so we found the stuff. Now we're looking for more information.
So it's her. The one I've been waiting for.
Let's talk to Temeji. No, not Temeji. Tajima. Now I remember. Now that I have my vision back, I remember everything. I agreed to meet her in Konda Village, and we gave each other an omamori as a sign of that agreement. That's why I've been here all this time. Yay! Second time's the charm! I still remember when we parted. I promised that I would wait for her forever. And now that I came to be here, she must have done the same. Have you received any news of her? Not yet. But I also wrote my experiences during the time that I had lost my vision into my diary, just as I had before. When I meet her again, I'll share it all with her. I'll tell her about you two, and about how you managed to reclaim my vision. Or should I say, reclaim myself. To be honest, I've only just begun to realize, as well as the important thing is not that the wish itself, but the right to wish. I thought that I had lost everything concerning her, but in truth, I had also lost myself. The Tejima who waited. The Tejima who pursued. If not for your help, I might well have spent the rest of my life wandering aimlessly about. He's one of the people we got his vision back. And now he can remember his lady love. Yay. Okay, I think we're supposed to go talk to the village chief again. Or wait. Is there something back here? The dry well is locked and looks like it could be opened by a corresponding key. I think we're onto something. But we don't have a key. Dang it. Ooh! Is it bird eggs? It is bird eggs.
One with nature.
We're gonna need those for cooking. Okay, let's talk to Densuke. You again. The villagers have told us everything. They did? What did they say? Doesn't that sound suspicious? Oh, really? What did they say? Don't think you can fool an old man like me with these baseless accusations. I didn't accuse you of anything. Okay, let's see. So obviously that was not the answer. Thought with everything we found, maybe. But
The wind knows me.
I thought I just got the eggs off that roof. I guess not. Oh, it must have been that roof over there. I think I see something on that one.
One with nature.
More eggs. This is a great spot for farming eggs. I mean, that is a lot. I'm not going to take the one from the kid over there, but because he is studying it so intently. Okay, let's see. Do we have any clues that I am missing? Okay. So we couldn't ask him questions about the... well out back.
Time to go.
But I've got a feeling we need to find a key. That is just the overall vibe I am getting. Maybe these Ronin have the key? It's worth a shot.
It's my lucky day.
To the wind.
Catch everything on fire so that we can electrify it.
How's this?
And...
The show begins.
oh. When you hop on the wrong
One
character.
with nature.
There we go. No key there.
A fateful offering.
This stump is glittery. Is there anything in here? Oh, just food. Okay, now we're out of range. Let's see.
Time to go.
Oh. Superpower. I thought it was something else. Okie dokie. And we don't have any additional dialogue for him. So who haven't we talked to yet? I don't think we talked to... Nope, we talked to him when we first got here. Because he talked about his son. Go back to the kids? Alright. Nope, she just sends us back to the bags.
Time to go.
I feel like we've talked to everybody. Okay, that's his egg that we're not going to take. Let's see if he has anything else. Tell him something weird. Besides the ghost? That would just be the broken cart at the village entrance. Okay, we've already checked that out.
The wind knows me.
Oh, we didn't talk to the lady in the fields. There we go. That's probably who we're missing. Hello, youngsters. Are you here to listen to an old woman's stories? Have you encountered anything strange lately, ma'am? The strangest thing is how we haven't heard from Jiro in such a long time. My old husband's even put up a search notice in Inazuma City. Jiro used to hang out with the young gangsters in the village. We urged him to join the army because they were together from morning to night and were always up to no good. Maybe the kids broke off contact because we pushed him too hard. Speaking of which, it seems I haven't seen any of those punks for a while either. Anything out of the ordinary? So out of the ordinary, let's see. In the past, traders and tourists from various countries would disembark at Rito, and they would pass through our village on the way to Inazuma City. The village was always bustling, and we would open our doors for outlanders, but that hasn't happened in a long time. That's unusual, isn't it? Mr. Imitani never worried much about the kids in the past, nor would Jiro ever have fought in any war, no matter who told him to. This is very abnormal. And the deserted shrine at the foot of the mountain would never have fallen into disrepair in the past like it has now. I've heard that the statue of the great fox occasionally sheds tears. That's not normal either, is it? The Conda family is the well is always dry, even though there's plenty of water all around. Someone locked the well up the other night. Not a soul knows who did it. This kind of thing isn't normal either, right? Little Takeru even said that he saw a ghostly woman during the stormy night. But who or what would haunt such a peaceful village? It's too abnormal, yes? There's just too many strange goings-on for an old woman like me. Are these what you wanted to know about? Doesn't it? It's just, I mean, this is, she's got all the tea. She knows everything that is going on in this village. So, about the punks you mentioned. Do you know where they are, Granny? They're a band of trouble-making brats. They most likely went somewhere new to make trouble. As long as Jiru isn't influenced by them, I could care less. Still, you just reminded me of something. I've heard that for a while there was a lot of Mora scattered inside the dry well behind the chief's village house. Yes, every DM has that one NPC that wants to tell you all the tea. They are just ready to spill. And that's when you know your DM's probably spent a lot of time and effort into developing this NPC in hopes the party loves them. But a group of Ronin came to the village later and took almost all of it. That's all I know. If you want to know more, you can ask our village chief. Okay. So, let's go check the well again. Still locked. No key. And I don't see any Ronin around here, other than the ones we already fought.
Follow the wind.
So, let's ask him about the clues. The villagers have told us everything. They did? What did they say? Don't think you can fool an old man like me with these baseless accusations. Okay, same thing. Nope, we don't have all the deets.
Time to go.
Can we break the door? Can we break the door?
Into the wind.
Nope, we failed our strength save. Seems... Nope, that is...
The wind knows me.
All it's saying is the well, and this is throwing me off. Oh, there's a bucket. Crawling around that well again. There seems to be something in here. Wow, it's a marked coin pouch. Traveler, do you think what Paimon's thinking? What's on your mind? Paimon's thinking about buying lots and lots of snacks with this Mora. See? Paimon. Starting to think Paimon's just everybody's secret spirit animal. I'm thinking there shouldn't be a coin pouch here. Ah, you mean we should make it disappear? Just kidding. A coin pouch by a well. I guess that means someone's probably hiding something. And this well's in the village chief's backyard. Now we can shake him down.
Time to go.
I bet we'll have different dialogue now. Well then, what can I do for you, youngster? We found the evidence. Evidence? What evidence? I don't understand what you mean. Evidence about the strange incidents in the village. Please stop pretending. Nonsense. What kind of strange incidents could possibly happen in our village? Well, alright. Show me. Okay, so we show him what we found in the dry well, over by the dry well. in the backyard, which is the bag of... Is it this one? Yeah, because this is the one we got from Child. Must be this one. Yes, purse by the dried up well. A bag for carrying Mora? This belongs to our family. There's nothing suspicious about it. Oh, that's right. That's very normal. He's so suspicious. Something is definitely off. Now then, please draw the marking that was on it. ... Fine. This is indeed not my coin pouch. So many people have passed by my backyard. It's pretty normal for someone to have dropped it, right? It's... What's going on? You've seen through me all right. Now, I was really tempted to take the coin pouch for myself, you know. Oh, Densuke, how could an old man like you have such mischievous thoughts? Something is off here. You're hiding something else? I already admitted my desire to steal the Mora. What else could be the problem? Come now, I will surrender this coin pouch to the shogunate. Something doesn't feel right here. Someone discarded this coin pouch intentionally. What proof do you have for saying this? The coin pouch is just... No, the coin pouch is just part of the mystery. We've also found... found what? It's your turn, Traveler. What else did we find? We found... This was intentionally left behind on a rainy night. The bag of goodies. This... Where did you get this? Downstream of the gully? How can you prove these two items are related? Oh, they're related, all right. Ridiculous. How can that be? Unless there's some kind of secret code on the Mora. There's nothing on the Mora, but we did find something elsewhere. We found this near the remains of a cart. And this is where we find the ledger? Yes, a list of goods. This is... I can't believe that I was so careless when I was damaging the cart. Hey, you finally admitted it! Since you have already gotten this far in your investigation... Oh, wrong person. Wrong voice! Since you have already gotten this far in your investigation, there's nothing more for it. I can't hide it anymore. In that case, you should have a pretty good idea of what happened. A very good idea indeed. Grandpa Daisuke, you tried to rob a shogunate cart, didn't you? And in the midst of the struggle, you destroyed the cart with a single punch, causing the goods to go flying into the gully. Paimon has a very active imagination. Hoping to save themselves, the shogunate's people threw their coin pouches into the well to distract you, and then you locked the well to prevent others from stealing the Mora. Is that right? No, that's not what happened at all. Really? Paimon was going to ask you for the key, and to have the Mora at the bottom of the well. Surrendered to the shogunate. That's right. They were definitely going to be surrendered to the shogunate. Well, this is what actually happened. There was originally a group of young people in the village who got too bold after getting drunk, and actually robbed one of the shogunate's cargo carts. These goods and the bag both belonged to the shogunate. I couldn't let others know that this shameful incident had occurred in our village. That's why I tried to cover it up. What about your confession regarding the coin pouch? He did that to cover the truth up. That's right. I thought that you would stop the investigation once I confessed. If it was just me, as long as no one else was affected. Please, don't report this to the shogunate. This isn't about saving face. I just don't want the entire village to be dragged down in the process. I have no interest in reporting you. I just wanted to know the truth. And maybe get in that well? We didn't come here to report you. The truth. Young people these days are so interesting. My conscience kept bothering me because of this cover-up, so I recorded everything in a diary. I threw the diary on top of the roof. If you really want to read it, help yourselves. But please, don't ruin my recently renovated roof. About that lock on your well. Oh yes, it was me who locked up the well. I also wrote down where I hid the key. Go read for yourself. Grandpa Dasuke, do you know anything about Konda Village's barrier? Yes, very fitting. Just on the roof, you know. Right out there in the elements. Totally gonna be in great shape. Right? Barrier? Oh, so people still know about that old legend? They say that in ancient times, underneath the ground we are standing on right now, lay the root of the Thunder Sakara. Indeed, this was one of the 5 roots that protect the peace of Narukami Island. And guarding it and its barrier was said to be a responsibility assigned to us, the Konda clan, by the Kitsune Saigu herself. But this was long, long ago. I hardly recall anything about the details. Okay, up, and away.
One with nature.
Oh, it's right here where the eggs were. That works. Most of the notes are illegible due to their exposure to the elements. But the lies and cover-up of this thievery weigh heavily on me. Therefore, I decided to leave these notes. The group attacked the public drunkenly, stealing no small amount of goods and some pouches of mora. After much discussion, it was decided that this matter should be covered up. The cart was destroyed in the night. The goods and coin pouches were dumped down an empty well. The well was sealed and locked, and the key was hidden in a broken house across the gully, east side of the village. Legend has it that it was built by Doin. Sadly, it's now desolate and proved a fitting place to hide such a key. Konda village should have been prosperous. The Konda clan should have thrived. I hope for the sake of Takiru and Fubata that this village remains free of mishaps. Oh, that's right, he's got kids to look out for. Of course he was trying to keep dirt out of the town. Let's go find a little abandoned house. Oh, these people seem to be looking for something.
Into the wind.
We will fly over. I don't think this looks like a house, but maybe it's what's left of a house.
Thunderclap!
Thunderclap! And we're gonna go like that, and time to stir the soup. Boom! And
To the fairy.
chua. Bye-bye. There is a key. Let's go check out that well. With all the mora in it.
Time to go.
Money, money, money. Hopefully, maybe. We'll see. The dry well is locked and looks like it could be opened with a corresponding key. We have the key. It's open. Come on, let's go. Woo. Oh, there's a ladder. I heard a chest. Where is it? Oh, awesome.
A fateful offering.
Okay, we made it this far. Wait. Just curious. Nope. I didn't know if the little fox was going to be affected as well. I've got a feeling elemental reactions, maybe?
One with nature.
Yes. Ooh, we found a nice little cave system here. Okay. And an electro-sealy. That will be impossible to try to keep up with. Anything in there? There is stuff in there. Okay, where you going, electro-sealy? What? That's where you just were. Kind of. Ish. There's a lot of stuff in there. Alright. Okay. Now he went down and around. Let's go over here and grab this chest.
A fateful offer.
Lots of primos here. Okay. Ooh, I bet these break. Yes! Nice! Whoop.
The wind knows
Boom! That was pretty easy. And a shiny thing.
Take this!
Oh, that was not the person we were trying to lightning. Man, that cooldown's a bit much. Tiny part of me wants to grab Kujosara, but at the same time, I don't want to. Cooldown is cooled down. Can't miss this way. Did it do anything? It did nothing. Okay. I hear that. There is no blood in my veins, only coffee, tea, and the occasional monster. That is what I run on.
Into the wind.
And a little bit of rage. Ooh, yay, payday. There we go. Huh, so this is the underbelly. It looks like something wild is sealed in here. Just so you know, if you find the little trees, you can pass through these barriers. Ooh. Yes, please, to the Naku weed. Oh, that is one of my favorite things to do. I love going to old bookstores. The smell of old bookstores. And if you're lucky, the owner has a cat.
Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade. It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
Is it just me or did they add an echo in here? Okay, we have a pretty tree. Okay, I'm getting a vibe. Purify. Okay, let's try putting the ward here. What's your favorite genre of books? What are you on the hunt for? Okay. Okay, here we go. We have this one. Okay, so over here is 2. No. Okay. So this one is 1. This one is 2. Oh, I love fantasy. I have a hard time getting into sci-fi, but I am a big fantasy nut. Especially like paranormal stuff. A little bit spooky. So 1, that one's 2. This one is 1, 2. this should be 3. Right? I think. And then this one is
Time to go.
4. Where'd 4 go? There should be one like right over here. 4 and 3? No, 5. Right? Maybe? We'll see. Oh crap!
What's one more?
Try this on for size.
Okay.
Let's dance.
Lightning flash!
This will do!
Ooh, Wizards and Spaceship sounds like fun. I think they recently did a D&D campaign setting, like release setting like last year that was science fiction like that. And I heard it was supposed to be really good. I like the idea of space wizards.
Oh, come on.
Top off them health bars! Go, Polly! Ouch!
Following thunder! Take this! One with nature.
Yes, Spelljammer, that was it!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Yeah, I was hoping to find somebody streaming it online, but I didn't have any luck. I like watching people get together and play D&D. Very impressive. Ooh, we impressed her. How did you know? How did you? When did you? Why? Yikes. She really snuck up on us. Yeah, I'm pretty new to D&D. Like, I only got into it like in the past 3 years or so. But yeah, so I'm not really familiar with the old setting, but I know a little bit about the E5 version. Why are you here? Oh, we're qualified to perform the cleansing. I was quite concerned as to your actions and whether you could heal the roots or not, so I've been observing you a little. If I've offended you, please forgive me. You've helped me greatly already by being able to undo the barrier. If she was watching us all this time, that means... Are you going to report us to the authorities? The authorities? Who do you mean? You know, the people in charge of the whole Conda Village thing. Are you referring to the matter that the people in Conda Village have hidden away? Oh, I feel that. I feel that. Yeah, I actually set out to take on the forever DM mantle just to try to get a group together. And I built a campaign. It was awesome. I'm still very proud of it. But the group fell apart like within 2 months. So it's hard to get everybody together, you know? It makes it tough. I'm loyal to Narukami Island, not some police station. Okay, she's not gonna rat everybody out. Besides, I have dealings with Conda Village for a long time as well. If those families were to be cut off, I would not be able to face... Please excuse me. Let us get back to business. As you may know, the Thunder Sakura trees symbolize the eternal watch of the Electro Archon, and they have the power to remove evil and purify the earth. Okay, so these are pretty important little underground trees. Oh, I know what you mean. I'm also a big Magic the Gathering nerd. I have a respectable collection. I wouldn't say I have a massive collection, but yeah, the card games are fun too. However, the polluted tree roots will eventually be corroded, and these tainted sections will form tumors one after another. That's why we must perform the cleansing ritual. Unfortunately, in my physical condition, shall we say, prevents me from accomplishing this deed. There are several more barriers of this kind. Can I ask you to aid me? No, aid this land. Allow us to help. Thank you, truly. As for the location of the next barrier, you can visit the abandoned shrine nearby. It's not far northeast of Konda Village. Due to certain circumstances, I fear I cannot go with you. Well then, how will we meet up? The sakura on the east and west banks differ in speed, and the flowers of the north and south branches vary in their blooms. However, everything on the island is under her, under the sacred sakura's shade. So long as the petals still fall like snow upon this land, we will surely meet again. I wish you all the best. She likes to speak in riddles. I feel like this is speaking in riddles. Okay, let's go to the abandoned shrine northeast of Konda Village. It feels like there was a chest here. Maybe I already got it. I might have already got it. Let's see. Did it say west of Konda Village? Let's double check. Northeast. I would have gone in the opposite direction. Northeast. I would say this one. The one where we found her originally. Isn't this it? Oh, wrong character. Oh, we spooked the Foxy. I'm sorry, Mr. Foxy.
Lightning flash!
Okay. This must not be northeast. East will be this way. We're gonna need his handguard, so we're gonna go ahead and grab him.
The wind knows me.
Boom. Boom.
No.
Give me your handguards, because eventually we will need them. Like, every character in this region requires handguards. Just straight up. Just every samurai you see, take them out. Oh, yeah, I've heard you guys are under quite a heat wave down there, further south. Try to stay cool and leave lots of water out for Porch Kitty. Let's go over here. Come on. I've only got one particle left. Ooh! That seemed really easy for a precious chest. Okay. Oh, it must be that shrine over there. Oh, I think I see her.
Follow the wind.
Yep, this must be the abandoned shrine that the little granny was telling us about. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I gotta top off my coffee. Everybody go get your snaggy snacks. And we will be right back. Yep.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer. Wherever in this world I roam, I carry memories of my home. This blade, it is the last link I have to the land of my birth. There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it.
And I'm back! I just can't make it through a stream without some kind of a mic blooper. It's just... It's canon now. Got the coffee topped off. Time to go talk to the transparent lady. Thank you. Welcome back to YouTube. Okay, mysterious shadow says ... And poof. Okay. And now she is over here. Hello? Anybody home? Ooh, you got your pizza? Breakfast pizza is like the best pizza, in my opinion. There's nothing like waking up and realizing you have leftover pizza. It is one of the best feelings in the world. That and surprise sushi. Top 10 best feelings in the world. Hello, ghosty lady. Will you talk to me, please? Oh, she doesn't have a foxy mask. Is this the same lady? I mean, a lot of the shrine maidens look similarly, because they have like a uniform haircut and stuff.
The wind knows me.
Hello, ghosty lady. Will you talk to me? Oh yeah. That is a vibe. That is a vibe. Seems like there's a pattern to their disappearance. We should observe carefully. And by we, I mean you. Of course. Of course you mean me, Paimon. I mean, it's pretty simple. She just kind of went the path. I bet there are foxies that we need to light up. Well, no, there's not a foxy here for us to light up. Okay. She started here. Then she went here. Oh, wrong character. Here. Did that do anything? No. Then she was here. And here. Let's see. Do we have anything here that we can use? Nope. Huh. Oh, she's over there now. We cheesed somebody off. Oh, she's also there.
Lightning flash!
Where all could she be at the same time?
Just like we rehearsed.
And Kazuma. And boom. There we go. Now we'll get all the elemental reactions.
As one with wind and cloud.
And boom.
Winter
The wind.
shall eventually come.
Okay, so we've got ghosty lady here, and a ghosty lady over there still. And a ghosty lady over there. Okay. Mysterious shadow. And fades away. Okay. Like,
The wind knows me.
why do I keep doing that? We need...
Lightning flash!
Do we light them up? It does not look like we light them up. Okay. There's a tiny foxy here. And now she's back over here. And now there's this one. Okay, wait. Two move to the middle. And now the foxies are lit up. Okay, we're on to something. So we're missing one somewhere. Have any of the ones over here respawned? Maybe we can get up here and see better. Maybe. Oh, she's back down there at the very bottom. Okay. So let's go ahead and talk to her. Okay, she went here. Now she is here. There we go! We appeased the ghosty. Now we got a lot of chests. That's nice. And all the foxies lit up, and we have a... Well, that should do it. Whew. Paimon's exhausted. Shouldn't I be the one who's exhausted? Let's not fuss over the details, shall we? Looks like there's a book in here. Whoa, it's so hard to read. Whoa, that's a lot to read. Okay, buckle up. Seek first the forgiveness from Narakami in the skies above, and then from Watatsumi on the land below. Then recite the prayers to quench the god's anger. The aforementioned ritual must be carried out before any sacrifices, exorcisms, blessings, or spell rites can take place. The same holds true for the cleansing ritual. The Thunder Sakara were born from a graft of the sacred Sakara's branches. They are offshoots of Narakami's own spirit and connected to the grand shrine and to all others. In those days, catastrophe rocked the heavens, and demons roamed the earth. The land was defiled, and ferocious foes abounded, and small devils wreaked havoc. Thus the branches were broken off of the grand shrine and transplanted across the land to cleanse the filth. Years passed, and damage accumulated. Cleansing ritual must thus be performed to calm the chaos. Thundering Sakara purification must take place once every 60 years. The ritual may also be divided into minor and major cleansings. After performing the minor cleansing a few times, the major cleansing must be then carried out. During the minor cleansing, one must first seek forgiveness from the sky and land, tie up a shiminawa to form a barrier, and recite the kashikomi. I might be saying things wrong, but I'm trying. Next, all the filth must be sealed up inside a barrier, and the poisoned root nodules must be isolated from any mortal dwelling. Finally, a ward must be used to suppress all the filth. This must be performed separately in 5 different places on Narukami Island. The purpose of this minor cleansing ritual is to isolate the defilement and thus procure some years of peace. During a major cleansing, one must first seek forgiveness from the sky and land, then 5 wards representing the eyes, mouth, nose, hands, and feet must be retrieved. Destroy the barriers created by the minor cleansings in the process. The filth must then be eradicated by a powerful spell. The purpose of the major cleansing ritual is to wipe out the defilement and completely eradicate the filth. This is the end of the summary. The details are as follows. The rest of this text has been rendered unreadable by abrasion, contamination, and other damage. Okay, so we've got everything except the instructions. Okay. Paimon's read it all, but it also feels like Paimon didn't read anything at all. Forget it. Let's go get some professional help. Since it's all about gods, demons, and stuff, let's go to the Grand Narukami Shrine, shall we? To the shrine! That was a wordy one. Usually it's only like a paragraph long. Oh! Help is right here. Hello, traveler from afar. Welcome to the Grand Narukami Shrine. If you have some trouble or just want to make a wish, feel free to ask Miss Gendo for a fortune slip. May the Electro Archon bless you. Okay, we explain the situation about the abandoned shrines at the foot of the mountain. I see. I understand the situation. The sacred Sakara cleansing ritual is a very important rite. There are indeed records of it. But the actual details of the ritual have been lost. The summary you are holding is very valuable and a historical artifact in that regard. What do you mean lost? Are the Fatui behind this? If you say so, it's so important, then they might be up to something here too. Oh, no. The degradation here is due to poor preservation, humidity, and moths. Moths. It's the moths' fault. It's a great shame, but lots of historical records have been lost. Lady Yai and Sir Kamisato were fretting over this earlier as well. But as for the sacred words, I do know a thing or two. Please tell us how to unseal the ward. I apologize, but the sacred words used to seal the ward are not some sort of specific formula. Instead, they are something created by one who casts the seal themselves. What do you mean by that? The spell was created on the fly by the caster. This is not precisely so either. Sacred words are of this sort. They have some rules. Please elaborate. I believe that the records go something like this. The first line represents one's own status in Inazuma. Something with the word envoy attached to it, I believe. The second line is meant to explain the source of one's power. Something like Dango, ramen, a light novel, for example. That's an odd source for someone's power. I am the mighty warrior of ramen. Sorry, that's gonna have me giggling for the rest of the day. I am the swordsman who gains all of their strength from mochi and sushi. Oh, Paimon gets it. Those are definitely great power sources. Of course, Paimon thinks so. It's food. Just give an example. I'm just giving examples. The records use something like Onmyu Haku. How cute. As for the third line... ... Yes, you've guessed it. It can be whatever you want it to be. Considering how long it's been, I doubt that there are any still who live that would understand how to use the third line. Oh, what should we do then? Miss Masked Maiden's commission, this whole nation, it's all gone kaput! Relax, Paimon, she's not done talking yet. Perhaps these two items can be of aid to you. This is the memento lens. Memento? As in a souvenir? Since the two of you are so knowledgeable, I trust that you've heard of the camera. It's a Fontaine-made device that can record images. Okay, thank you for joining. I hope you have a great day and stay safe. Stay cool out there. It's a Fontaine-made device that can record images. As long time ago, when Rito was first founded, the Hiragi clan leader Hiroshi imported many new inventions from other places to prove benefits of building a traditional hub. Oh, a trading hub. Bye! For example, he used a Shesnayan blast furnace to turn an old Hiragi clan mansion at Tenshukaku into a hot spring before sending it as a gift and token of appreciation to Her Excellency. He also used the demon exorcising mirror gifted to the Hiragi clan by the Kitsune Saigu to create a special camera in Fontaine. It can record thoughts and memories. It was returned to us here at the shrine as a token of appreciation and friendship. As the years passed, the camera itself ceased to function. Only the lens, blessed by the Kitsune Saigu, can still see things that no longer exist in certain special places. We extracted the lens and named it the memento lens. The two of you have come on the account of the Sakara, and I can sense from our conversation that you're trustworthy. I believe that it will come to good use in your hands. Such an important item. This is like a legendary artifact. I suppose you may not be familiar with this as outsiders, but we believe that everything has a soul. Even the stones and trees have memories. And when an item is left unused for a long time, it will grow bitter with dissatisfaction. As such, we might as well give the lens to someone who can show it all the changes the world has gone through, rather than just letting it gather dust in our shrine. No problem, leave it to us. Legend has it that after the Kitsune Saigu disappeared, her familiars, the Earth Kitsune of Narakami Island, returned to sleeping statues in many places, waiting for her return. If you see a small, strange-looking fox statue, look at it with the memento lens. That may reveal something new. Leave it to us. May the Electro Archon bless you. I shall be counting on you two then. Okay, so here we go. We got a camera that we take pictures of tiny foxies with. While we're here, let's come over here and see what we can turn in at the foxy statue. Foxy, foxy statue. There we go. Double rewards. Ooh, we got some wishes. Let's see what we pull with the wishes. Ta-da! Oh, we got 4 of these. We shouldn't be too close to pity on this one. I don't think we've pulled a lot here. Because, I mean, who really pulls on the standard banner that often? Let's see, we are at... Click, click, click. We're only at page 11, which means around 55-ish, give or take. I'm bad at math. We'll go ahead and do 4 wishes. And... a great sword. And... a bow. And... a catalyst. We've got variety today. And one more. Ooh. Ooh, a Favonius Codex. We need all the purple weapons we can get. That is awesome. Oh, we had a thing. What was that? We got an achievement. Let's see what the achievement is. Oh, I was missing it. Down here. Ride the lightning. Nice. Okay. Still more notifications. Character selection. Oh. Oh, we got to increase our constellation. Awesome sauce. So now when falling thunder created by bellowing thunder hits an opponent, it will decrease their electro resistance by 15% for 8 seconds. Nice.
Protection of the electro archons.
Let's see if there's anything else. Nope, we are good. Let's go back to where we were. Oh, it looks like we're going back to that shrine. Boop. Let's get Kazuha. He's our flyboy. Wow. Not that I think we need more altitude here. I think we have plenty of altitude. I bet when Paimon said we were going to have to remember the order that she went up the hill is the order we're going to have to go snap pictures with the foxy things. Because weren't there little foxy dudes? We thought they were the electro activated ones, but they were not. So little foxy dudes. And boom! This was where it started, right? Let's equip our artifact. And give it a try. Ta-da! Snapping a picture. Yes. It looks like the spirit veins here can still be used. Her familiars were also here. Yes, this is a fine place. Well then, allow me to use the sacred words to protect this ward. Then the first line shall be, in the name of Narakami's envoy. Okay? Oh, he was over there. Okay, let's see. Then she was off to the side here somewhere. Here we go. Right in the snoot. Then let us part ways here. Oh, then let us part ways here. Ah, you're so cold. Rosy cheeked in the morning, bleached bones by dust. Oh, come on. It was at least half an emotional reunion for me. Actually, maybe it was more like a quarter. Ugh, you're gone already. Come on. Okay. I think we're still going in the right order. So next we were here toward the middle. Right? I guess I'll just follow the previous example and use end of the Hakushin line as the second line, as I am no master on my... No, I'm no master on my Yori after all. You are that person who seems very nice on the surface. Hey, long time no see. Guess you're still cold toward me, huh? Wait, no. Who are you? This scent. It's time for the cleansing ritual again. I am... Call me Hanachiro Sato. No need to tell me. I get it. I thought she had returned for a moment there. Huh. So, that's what happened. Yeah, don't worry about it. Nice to meet you, Miss Hanachiro Sato. I remember now. About the sacred Sakara, about you, and about Raiden. Wait. Perhaps you're seeing right now... Perhaps what you're seeing right now is not me, but... Aurori in disguise. After all, Miss Hanachiro Sato, you've never seen me in person before, right? I'm not sure there would be much difference either way, if my memory serves. Come on. That was uncalled for. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. The second line it reads of the something bloodline. Okay, where'd she go after that? Was it the roof? Is there one on the roof? So I remember finding one up here. Okay, there's a fox up here, but it's a big fox. It's not a little fox. Oh wait, there's a little fox. Either of these guys? They're not lit up, but we'll give it a try. Nope. No luck. Okay, maybe over here? Oh, here we go. See what this little guy remembers. Yeah, it's decided. We'll let her go this time. After all, it's not my job, and it's not as if she's some monster charging at me. I'm all tuckered out already. I thought I'd run into a long-lost friend, and that feeling is so exhausting. What about over here? No! That was not the button I meant to push. Nope. Gonna have to back up. There we go. How quickly the shrine has fallen into neglect after losing its master and the incense within. I can only hope that the barrier within the cavern still stands strong. I remember now, she once instructed people to construct a locked gate by the canal on the road leading to Chinchu Forest. However, before giving the key to Konda Clan. I hope everything's still alright. So do we still have the key? Wait, we found a key in the bottom of the well? Did we find a key in the bottom of the well? Let me check our inventory. We did not. We did not find the key at the bottom of the well. Crap. Back to the well! This well is going to be the bane of our existence. We're just going to have to keep going back to the well for stuff. Where in the well was that key?
Time to go.
Okay. Let's see, we went this way. And up. And I bet it's like in here somewhere with all the shiny things. This has a very early Skyrim first borrow feel to it. We're gonna need that. Nope, none of these guys are glowy. Hopefully we make it there still. Yes, we made it through. Okay. Oh, she's still here. There should be no problem. I wish you the best. Okay, so she is still here. That's cool. Let's see. There has to be a way to get into that other area. And I was really thinking it was going to be in here, but I'm not seeing it. Okay. So is it here? Am I missing something up above? Aha!
Into the wind.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky sneaks. Oh, nope, that was just a page of a thing. Dang it. Paimon said there was a key. There was a key. You just have to find the key. Right. Go up this ladder here. And... let's see...
One with nature.
Okay, there has to be a way to get over there. Wait a second. I see unlit pyro things. Let's grab Guoba.
Just sharpen my spear.
Didn't need Guoba. Apparently. Alright. Okay, that didn't open it either.
Time to go.
Somewhere back here? Nope, that takes us straight out. And that takes us straight down. There wouldn't be drops in there if we couldn't get over there. So, it's a puzzle. And I really thought that lighting those... Are there any other unlit fires? Because they love to do fire puzzles. I'm not seeing any unlit fires. Oh, there is an unlit fire.
The frying pan into the fire.
Oh, turn around, Guoba.
Into the wind.
Okay, there we go. It's never just two. Never just two. Never just three. Okay, so we got one here. Got two here. Let's see. Come on. Any unlit torches? I am missing something. It's gotta be a torch. At this point, I am like 90% certain that it is a torch.
Follow the wind.
Nope, that one is lit. And that little fox doesn't have anything glowy on it.
Take this!
Right. Nope. No foxy love there. Are all the ones on the wall lit? They are not.
The wind knows me.
Okay. Is there another one on the wall there? Oh my gosh. There's a switch here. How do I activate it? Ah, now I'm losing my mind. Let me guess. I was barking up the complete wrong tree this whole time. I bet this to the switch? Nope. Is there another switch? Are there 2 switches? Come on. It's not that bad. There's got to be another switch. Right?
Boba, get them!
Keep finding more torches that aren't lit. Almost thinking I was going to find another switch back here. Seems like somewhere to hide one, right? Right at the beginning. But nope. Okay. So here we go. Back over here again. Wait. Now this torch is out. I thought I lit this torch.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
One with nature.
Nope, that did not work. Dang it. Here we go. Let's get out great value. Yoimiya.
Outrider Amber, reporting.
Are there any other ones in here? No. Okay. We lit that one. We lit that one. That one's lit. Those are lit. Nope. Still no love there. I really thought it was going to be the torches. Whoa. But I am not seeing any more torches. Come on. Gotta do me this dirty.
Almost you there.
All I need is a key. What was that? Okay. It's just me. Okay, we have everything lit. I'm sure this is going to be something that, like, if it was a snake, it would have bit me kind of a moment. Know what that means? Do I need to, like, hit it? Nope. Hitting it does not work. Like a breakable wall somewhere.
Go, go, Baron Bunny!
Burn it down? When in doubt, resort to pyro stuff. Okay, well, we broke things, just didn't get a way in. Let's try to look in there and see if there's like a hole in the floor. Okay, it looks like there might be a hole in the floor. Over there. Where we've got the greenery. So in theory, fudge muffins. We probably need that tree, don't we? Wait. In theory, if we went here, somewhere, there needs to be a way to go up. And the lightning didn't work. Oh! One of the foxies has a glowy thing! So we had to come back here. they had him facing the wrong direction. But he didn't really help us either. Oh! No, we went up here, didn't we? It was just the one thing. Because it's right up over there. So going over there wouldn't help. Let's see. Ah! No, we don't want to die. You can't have us. Come on. Where is the key? Find the key, find the key. There's a pot here, but it did not give us anything. Let's go over. Grab this. We're gonna check actually in the thing one more time. Then I want to double check our inventory one more time. Because this feels... Oh, there it is. There's the way in. Okay. It was starting to feel like we needed to come back later. But here we go. We're here. This has got to be the way in. Ta-da! Search room! Come on, give me a key. We got the key! We've got the key! And a very pretty chest. Look at this. Okay, that was worth the effort. I will say that was worth the effort.
A reward on the road.
And boom. Nice. I bet if we pull this now, we're back at the entrance. Ooh, another old carved stone slate. That looks a lot like the one we got in Zhongli's story quest. Alright. Now, let's go back. I guess we're best off flying down. And here we go. Do 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 do. Oh, I hope we don't have to go through all that dialogue again. That would stink. Because I'm pretty sure they gave us a pretty clear direction. Or maybe there's a few that we hadn't done yet. Okay, we talked to that one. I say as though the statues themselves are talking. We did that one. We did that one and this one. Did we do this one? I don't think we did this one. We'll see. This was my previous... Wait, that wasn't me. That was her previous territory. The person over there seems so familiar. Okay, so the foxy lady that we've been seeing is taking the place of another lady that wasn't a foxy lady, I think. Is the vibe I am getting. One Sisson mage coming up. Oh crap. We still got Amber.
Let the show
Oops.
begin.
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Ooh. What was that achievement for? I mean, I'm not complaining. I love an achievement. But I want to know what it's for. Give me all your mistrust. Check out that achievement. See what we got. Oh, nope. Challenger series. Break a cryo Sisson mage. Is that the first time we fought a cryo Sisson mage on this account? Okay. Thank you. Now we'll get great value Yoimiya off our team.
Just sharpen my spear.
Okay. And boom. That lady is such a buzzkill. If I have to be a disciple one day, I shall find a cheerful and beautiful lady. Yeah, I'll make sure of that. Now, for the third line. Oh, right. This looks good. Bring forth the fried tofu. Okay, we thought the ramen warrior was funny. I love the fried tofu. Since this was her territory, the land of the Hakshin bloodline. We'll go with that. Okay. We have the sacred words. Let's give it a try. Envoy, bloodline, and tofu. It's time to unlock the seal. First line is... in the name of the Narukami envoy. Huh? Was that right? Well, whatever. Paimon remembers the second line should be... and of the Hakshin bloodline. The third line should be something about delicious food. Of course it should be, Paimon. Bring forth the fried tofu. Fried tofu? It was delicious fried tofu. That should do the trick. Okay, and we should be able to obtain the ward. Yes! Ward retrieved. Now we have to find the barrier. Did they give us a marker for the barrier? They did not. Okay. If I was a betting person, and I am not, but I would assume it's probably where the miasma seems the thickest. Would it be here? Trying to remember. Wait, I think there was some dialogue that went over this. Nope, that is all we've got. Okay. This seems like a ward, right? Nope, this seems like water. This is water. Okay. I remember them saying something about the forest, though. So, let's go check over there. Because we're not far from it. Okay, everything got really bright. Oh, duh. The sun is out.
Time to go.
Is there like an elemental sight thing we're supposed to be doing to find the barrier? Nope. Maybe it's down here? This looks barrier-y. Maybe? Maybe? Yes! We found the barrier! And a shiny.
Knows me.
Yep, this looks a lot like the tree we just recovered. So, where do we start at?
Time to go.
Is this one the starting point? This is the starting point. Let's purify it with the ward. Okay. So this would be 1. Ooh. This seems tricky. Okay. What number did this one start with? 1? So 2 would have to be this one, right? Okay. I guess we'll just work around the clock. So 3. Then it would go back to 2, and 4 is already 4. And over here would be 5? Right? Seems about right. Where's the thingy at? There we go. That should look about right. Nope, it does not look right. Okay. Huh. This is tricky. Because it's like you don't think that they would overlap. Because this would be 2. Okay, so this would have to be 2. Because it's a straight line. 3. This would be 4. And 5? Maybe? We'll see. Because this one is 1. Nope. Okay. Let's see. How can it go through that junction twice? Alright. So if this one is 2. And this one is 3.
Time to go.
This one could be 4. And that one be 5.
Time to go.
Maybe. Nope, that does not look right either. Okay. What if, instead... they were all... Does that work? That works! Okay, they don't have to be different numbers. They can all be the same number.
What's one more?
I'll protect us.
Lightning flash! Into the wind.
And boom!
Clouds high. The birds call. Following thunder! Here! The wind knows me. That hurts!
Yeah, that did hurt. That hurt bad!
Nova, get them!
Take this! Into the wind. As one with wind and cloud.
We almost got him down. Hopefully we don't die. Okay, we didn't die. Again, the 2 of you have my thanks. Whoa! This again. She just kind of pops up, doesn't she? I apologize. There's something that's... This is something that's become a habit, perhaps. Why are you following us again? Couldn't you just say hello? Don't say that. She must have her reasons. Sorry. Paimon's tired from floating around too much. Paimon didn't mean to be rude. It's all right. The barrier here has been undone successfully, and thus does the cleansing ritual become one step closer to completion. Thank you very much. What's the deal with the sacred Sakara cleansing ritual anyway? Is it the same as the cleansing you asked us to do earlier? So we found this book called The Sacred Sakara Cleansing Summary, which Paimon did not understand at all. People can't read it nowadays? But it was written in common tongue. People nowadays? Just how old are you? Hey, that's very rude of you. Anyway, the sacred Sakara cleansing ritual is a rite of purification. The thunder Sakara of Narukami Island can absorb the filth within the earth, but over time that filth accumulates. If too much filth accumulates, the Thunder Sakura may wither. Therefore, it is necessary to perform some minor purifications on the roots of Thunder Sakura scattered in 5 places around Narukami Island, every once in a while, and to set a barrier up. This way, they're given the power to remove the accumulated filth. When there is enough filth accumulated in the barrier, it becomes necessary to perform the cleansing ritual. Paimon gets it, but when performing the cleansing ritual, we'll need to use a ward to break the barrier over the tree roots. This is an excellent understanding of the situation. Of course, we've done it twice after all. So those monsters who look like samurai were... So that's how they present themselves nowadays. They're the embodiment of the land's defilement. Once driven out of the roots by the ward, they will condense into a physical form. Back then, according to past records, they would turn into kasha, inugami, black jades, raging flames, and other such things. Not all of them would harm people either. For example, there were the tofu boys. Kasha? Tofu boys? What in the world are those? Oh, people don't know about these creatures nowadays? I think she's a lot older than she's letting on. That's just me, though. But now they have all turned into ferocious Akimusha. What happened to Inazuma? So if the cleansing rituals aren't performed and the trees wither? As I recall, the records say that the Thundering Sakura almost withered several hundred years ago. Monsters raged unchecked then. Even the seas turned black, and the Thunder Sakura tried their hardest to absorb all of the evil and filth, and they almost died in the process. What happened then? The things that came after, I'm really sorry, but I'm not too familiar with them. Either way, the present situation tells me that the problem was resolved in the end. Someone performed the cleansing ritual. So, where should we go next? Thank you for your efforts. 2 root barriers have been undone. Next. Having done and seen so much, the 2 of you must be tired and hungry. I've prepared some dishes. I hope you'll like them. Wow, it looks delicious. You might be wearing a mask, but you're the best shrine maiden in Inazuma for sure, because the way to Paimon's heart is through her stomach. Hooray, best shrine maiden of the land. Paimon must really be hungry. Well then, please enjoy yourself. Nom 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 nom. Drink coffee. Ooh, this is great! Is it really? It seems a bit off to me. Well, now that Paimon thinks about it, we just ate so much, but it feels like we've eaten nothing at all. Miss Masked Maiden, did you use magic? You seem very sensitive to things of the mystical nature. Regardless, please don't worry. These dishes were made with magic. I secretly learned from the Baku Danuki. They're absolutely harmless, generally speaking. Generally speaking? That doesn't sound like a faux show. The reason I have served you such suspicious, well, delicious food is to help heal the remaining roots. The Chinshu Forest is also the home to a ward and a root that requires cleansing, and I believe that an old friend of mine still dwells deep within that forest. You believe? You're not sure? It was a very long time ago. I'm afraid that I'm not entirely sure if he remembers me, or he might hate me. He can't move freely. He can't communicate with people either, but after eating this, you should be able to communicate with him. That old friend of mine should be able to help you at least a little. So I did this, for the sake of the cleansing ritual. The two of you have already twice demonstrated your honor and compassion and skill. Surely you will finish this deed for the sake of this land's well-being, right? Yeah, since Miss Maiden says we have to, let's finish the fight. You're too easily led, Paimon. Are you two teaming up to tease me? Hey, how could you say that? What about the other routes? Apart from the Chinsu forest, there is a tree route at a place called Arumi? Arumi? I think. Arumi. Yeah, Arumi. I wonder if there's still people living there. I haven't been there for a long time. The last one is outside of the Kamisato residence. There's a pit on a beach northeast of there. The route is within. I'll leave the cleansing ritual to you. Wait a moment. Please, go ahead. Back there at the abandoned shrine, Miss Maiden, we saw someone who looked just like you through the memento lens. Her name was Hanachirusato. Are you that Hanachirusato? Indeed I am. Has Paimon been cheated? You're the only one who's been calling her Miss Masked Maiden. Well then. What was that all about? I'm sorry, I never meant to hide anything from you. I've just not had a chance to explain. Nor is now the right time either. I'm really sorry. Well, fine. Paimon gets it. Just let us know once you've had the chance, Miss Masked Maiden. Right? Right, Traveler? You're right. I'm still quite concerned. Thank you very much. Ah, yes, one other thing. When you spoke of the memento lens earlier, what were you referring to? And now we tell her all about the memento lens. That mirror. Hiroshi, What happened? I lost my composure. Please forgive me. In that case, please keep this memento lens safe. It is very precious. And it is a very precious instrument indeed. I understand. I'll keep it safe. Trust me. Please do. It's very precious. Don't worry. I'll be sure to look after it well. There's a small fox statue. No, there are small fox statues in many different locations. They are called the Earth Kitsune. With the memento lens, one can summon forth scenes from the past with those statues' locations. If it can be of aid in your adventures, please make good use of the memento lens. We'll use it well. Please do, and protect it. Don't bump it against things, and remember to clean it regularly. Okay, got it. That's good. Now then, if you'll excuse me, I must go. How will we meet up? If the crimson Sakara shows the pain of parting, it will forever stay. Our fates shall surely be intertwined like those of the Sakara bloom. Until our next meeting, I will be praying for your success beneath the well in Konda village, where you successfully purified the Thunder Sakura root. I wish you all the best. Da 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 da! Okay, so tomorrow we will pick up here, I think. We have 3 more Sacred Sakura cleansing rituals to undertake. So, on that note, we will pick up here next time. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. If you're enjoying the journey and you want to continue progressing the storyline with me, remember that I stream and upload 4 times a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And if you want to keep up to date with all my shenanigans, remember to check out my socials and do all the fun things. The likes, the follows, the subscribes, all that good jazz, because it appeases the algorithm Archon and keeps me in your feed. I hope you all have a great day and stay safe.